Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Tonight I'm going to do another one of the beers sent to me from Tony. This is one of the Founders beers. I'm going to be doing the Founders Dirty Bastard. It's a Scotch ale. It's one of my favorite styles. Read a little bit from the website. It says, "So good it's almost strong. Dark ruby in color and brewed with 7 varieties of imported malts. Complex in finish with hints of smoke and peat, paired with a malty richness and a right touch of hop power to give it the bad attitude that a beer named Dirty Bastard has to live up to. Ain't for the wee lad." This comes in at 8.5% ABV and 50 IBUs. It's a little windy here. Let me get that paper down out of the way. Let's get this in a glass and see what we have here. I got a little bit of bubbles coming right to the top. I'm going to give this some 8.5%. I'm going to give this somewhat of an aggressive pour. I don't imagine I'll get a ton of head on it. Alright, what we got here now, it's a nice looking, that's a deep caramel brown. There's maybe a hint of like rusty orange around the edges. I don't know if I can get this in the glass and get the light. Nah, light's going down in the west. I'm sort of facing south because it's glaring right in my eyes. Sun's just starting to go down. So let's give this a smell and see what we got on the nose here. Okay, it's really malty, a little caramel right up front. Maybe just a hint of fruitiness. I'm definitely getting the alcohol. That's really all I'm getting, just a little caramel maltiness and some alcohol. I don't know what taste is about the same too. So far, this isn't a real impressive Scotch ale. Scotch ale, I expect a little peatiness, little smoky, smoky peatiness in it. Got none of that. I mean, it's a good tasting beer, but it's not a real great Scotch ale. Let me sit and let it warm up for a little bit. Maybe something will change when it warms up. I mean, they said it's the hottest day of the year here. We had a heat index about 20. I think it's finally starting to break. I'm sitting here in the shade. There's a good breeze. It's semi-comfortable. So anyway, I will sit and let this warm up for a little bit and be back with you in a few with the final thoughts and grade. Warmed up a little bit. I'm not nearly finished. This will probably be a 3-parter. As it's warming up, I'm definitely still getting the caramel. Might be just a hint of brown sugar. Maybe a touch of vanilla. A touch of sweetness maybe, and possibly cherry. That's showing up in the nose. Maybe I had a little too cold when I first started. Taste is still super sweet right up front. You get just a touch of bitterness in the middle, and you definitely get the alcohol on the back end. You can taste the alcohol. They haven't disguised the alcohol very well in this. There's a little fruitiness that's come out some as it's warmed up. But the taste follows the nose pretty much. This isn't a very complex beer, and there's still no peaty smokiness, no smokiness of any kind that I do like in my Scotch ales. So let me give this another few minutes and get down to my final chug, and I'll give you my final thoughts and grade in a few. Okay, I'm back. I better finish this before the light goes away. besides the sun going down, the clouds are rolling in. Maybe that's that cool front they said was going to move through and at least give us a break from this oppressive heat. I mean, these last few days, last couple of weeks have been awful. As a Scotch ale, I'm not impressed. So far, this is the least favorite of the Founders beers that I've tried. Scotch ale being one of the styles I like might have something to do with it. As a Scotch ale, I'll give it a 6. As a drinkable beer, although I wouldn't want to drink more than one at a time, I'd probably give it an 8. I'm going to round those, or add those together, cut them in half. So overall, the Founders Dirty Bastard, on a scale of 1 to 10, gets a 7. Until next time, everybody, cheers, and keep drinking good beers. It is a good beer, it's just not a really good Scotch ale. So, later, everybody. Just thought I'd show you one of my frequent co-stars. This is one of my frequent co-stars.